You walk through a hallway of desolation, the ghosts of the people before you still within that room. And there's no choice but to go forward to where you are hearing even more of the wailing of what you are coming to believe is a place of deceit and tragedy. Sylvie Rose, this place has seemed to remind you of things. Things that perhaps you would rather not remember. It started at the chained entrance, and now you've learned about two poor souls that spent their last moments in front of a mirror. 3, but one was different. Sylvie Rose, would you share your dearly departed?
Thing oddly familiar about that blonde hair that Sylvie Rose was looking at. She could see almost like her cousin. Something familiar tugged at her as she stared at that head on the ground. And as her eyes looked up at the rainbow shirt, she could almost make out the letter starting to fade away as vinyl does on a t-shirt that's been worn and worn. And that rainbow pattern takes her out of the tower they're in and into a backyard covered in crystals hanging from very large, billowy, gorgeous, just trees. The rainbows flickering around this venue. And this blonde woman can be seen in the corner, turning as Sylvie turns on her heel to face Sophie's fiance, Evan. Next to Evan, his best man, Sylvie Rose's cousin, actual cousin, Fred, patted his best friend on the shoulder as they watch Sophie return with a stack of rainbow t-shirts that she hands to all three of them. Sylvie Rose wasn't part of the wedding party, but she got an extra one just for fun. And then all of a sudden, she could hear a low humming noise. That over and over. As Sophie said something, but Sylvie can't quite make out what it is. And again, the flicker of the crystals and the humming and the humming and the humming, and all of a sudden, all she can see is that disgusting tower that they're sitting in. And that humming is still in her head as she turns to the rest of the party, solemn in her expression, as the events of what should have been a joyous occasion, and was at some point, are running through her head over and over and over, reminding her of her family and friends that she still cannot reach.
The camera pans back to you, Sylvie Rose. The humming still flush in your ears, but it's drowned out as your group approaches this second door in this radio tower. The one Ash has said he saw turning. And you all, in fact, hear the noise that he was referring to. The doorknob is now no longer moving, but something is within. Groans, something shuddering, like heavy furniture's being slammed. But the closer you get, first it seems the noise is increasing louder, and suddenly it all goes quiet. And you see along the door, surprisingly labeled Test Subject Containment.
Does the thumping stop? And for how long does it stop? Does it keep going?
It stops as soon as y'all are right by it.
Okay. And it stays silent.
It stays silent.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
What is the state of the door?
It looks.
Like, does it look like it's been kicked in? Does it look fine? Maybe barricaded, damaged at all?
Doesn't
Military
look
grade.
like it has been damaged at all. It definitely looks like it could probably use a new coat of paint, but
In this economy?
But you can tell, especially Ash, that this is a similar door. You can open it, but it is going to lock behind you.
Sylvie Rose is going to take a couple steps back towards the room that they had come from, but try and stay on the same, what she assumes is the same like length of the room of this the containment room, and she's gonna kind of tap on the wall of the hallway of the room and see if the noise follows her tapping.
You tap. And if anything, it seems that it becomes even more quiet. And you're reminded of the eeriness of the outside, where you're hearing nothing.
She doesn't say anything, but she'll look back at the group and lift up her shoulders, like with visibly confused, like indoor or down hall kind of expression.
Ash will saddle up alongside Dr. Desmond and just tap your machete and, yo, can I borrow this for a second?
Oh, absolutely. Just hands it off.
Goes back to the previous room, and while there is going to slip the ring off of the one finger and pocket the nice ring, and then is going to go to the male fiance and chop the arm off and bring it back out. Give Desmond his machete back and kind of bring the arm semi close to the door and then kind of almost like waft it underneath, kind of near where the baseline is.
That's certainly resourceful.
There's a thing that you can kind of do. These things kind of like hunt by smell mostly, but I don't know if this one's the same or different. So if we smell like them, it might not know we're here unless they changed it. In which case, maybe they hunt these things. I don't know. It could make it worse for us.
And as you are wafting that scent beneath the door, so you're right next to the door, Ash, you see once more the doorknob slowly turn. It turns again. It's not frantic, not quick. You don't feel like the door jostling. But you hear, "Help! Help! Help!"
Do we know if Sylvie Rose will look over at Ash and she'll go, "Do you got any kind of music device on you? Cassette player, record player, particularly something that'll play one of these music files that I got, which DM what format was the low frequency music I was able to get out of the other room? Like, was it a disc? Was it a
Well, it's not necessarily music, it's just a sound, a frequency.
yeah?
And they are in MKV format.
Okay, so she would know this. And it's like it's a video audio. It's not a video format, but container. What plays? Anything that plays an That's very hard. Okay, I can't do anything with this thing.
But you have a recorder that will play sound.
Okay, we're gonna do that. We recorded it so we can utilize it. Sylvie Rose will, yeah, like we'll say that we did that so we can use it. I wasn't thinking about how to use
Retcon.
file. Yeah, I was like, my goal was to obtain the music to be able to use it later at some point. So we're gonna play that music by the stinky wafting as that voice makes that noise. And so you guys are gonna start to hear that low and Sylvie Rose is gonna go, "We should open that door and just be ready," as you guys are still hearing that.
Charlie, you hear the sound, and for some reason, it sounds just a bit familiar. Like something being strummed. You hear a guitar at the edges of your mind. And you're looking at that, despite the age, a surprisingly shiny doorknob. And suddenly the paint chips melt away into a bright, sunny, yellow door. With a nice little wooden sign that says Blake. He's asked you to come over, and you can hear the familiar tunes of his guitar within.
I'll fix my hair, make sure it looks real nice, and I'll knock on the door.
Oh, just a minute. Right now? That is you, right, Charlie?
Yeah, it's me.
Well, don't chew where you hear something fall. And it sounds rather heavy.
Oh, no, do you need help?
Oh, no. I've got it. It's all. You, in fact, hear like a few hurried steps, like a thumping, and then a big thump as it appears Blake has run into the door. This. The door knob shakes just a little bit. A little out of character because, Blake is usually so more put together than whatever's happening. And the room opens. And you see flowers everywhere. I saw the show. I think they called it Gilmore Girls, and they said when you propose something you need 1,000, but 1,000 ain't really that much when you get it. So this is more like couple thousands. And you see this man, and it appears that he had been so nervous, in fact, that he had hidden behind the door frame. And he pops his head out. He's smiling wide. He has 2 dimples. Sandy blonde hair. Wearing a plaid shirt. But over that plaid shirt, a suit jacket. And he has put on a tie. But he still is wearing jeans.
Oh, yeah.
And he's holding this really large bear.
Now, what are you doing?
Well, my best. And he steps out from behind the door that he has opened and steps back into the room a little bit and gets on a knee. And this bear, at this point, since he's kneeling down, is about as tall as he is. I'd be very happy if you went to homecoming with me.
Oh my goodness, Blake, this is too much. You know you just had to ask.
But Charlie, it's not too much. I mean, not for you. Just because you don't need a lot doesn't mean you should settle for less.
You are too sweet. And she's gonna, give him a big ol' smooch on the lips.
And he, does this, little nervous laugh that's filled with happiness. That means a yes, right?
Of course it's a yes.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
What do we do with all these flowers?
Hold that thought. And he cradles your face with his hands, as though trying to triple make sure that you're happy with this. And then he gives your forehead a bunch of rapid smooches. And tosses one arm around your shoulders. Well, in that Gilmore Girls show, they decorate the whole town with it. And he looks at that gasp. You want to decorate the whole town with your flowers?
Of course.
All right then. Let's get. Well, they can't have the bear.
No, that's mine.
Yes.
That's my son.
All right. Oh. And he straightens his tie a little bit. I wasn't prepared to become a father, but and it's just very playful.
Like Junior.
Junior. All right. Let's get these fly around this town, girl.
All right, we gotta go. I gotta go get a dress.
You gotta go get a dress. Should I have asked sooner?
No, you should not. This is perfect.
I can build a time machine. I
Oh,
bet I could.
Can you rebuild the machine so we can do this again?
I'll do this as many times as you like, Charlie Elves. Just say the word. No, wait, I gotta be mindful and do things without being said. I've been reading this book, you see, and he's like gathering flowers in one hand. I want to make sure I am the best boyfriend to you. I'm gonna treat you so right. And if I don't, hit me, all right?
Well, I'm not gonna do that, but I will let you know.
No, just a little quick.
I
you know.
can't even reach that.
It could. Oh, dang it. Sorry, I was also watching NCIS, and I thought that was a.
No, it's all good.
All right, let's decorate the town. And before you can do anything, he drops the flowers, goes out to the window, and just shouts, "She said yes!" And you hear a few people like, "Woo!" And a few people that you know are always on the porch. All right.
Thanks, Mrs. Milton. Your support means everything.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Oh, Mrs. Milton, that's not much. We know.
And Blake looks at you. You make me feel so lucky.
Well, I feel like the luckiest girl in this entire town right now.
Well, let's say if you still say that when we're still decorating the town after a few hours. All right, Charlie. Yeah.
What was that?
Are you ready to? And his voice fades away, crackling at the edges. His smile still wide, and he really does look like the happiest man in this town. And you both pass by the doorknob, and you watch as the sunny yellow door fades to the sterile color of the radio tower. And the low humming is accompanied once more by all this noise as people begin to, or what you assume could be people, attempt to move, because you can hear that that something's moving away from that door, slamming into the wall, echoing that excited slam you had heard when he tried to open the door for you. But that door's not there anymore. You have this one instead.
I think if we open this door, I don't know if we'll be able to come back and look at the others.
What if we propped the door open with something?
Well, that would make it a lot easier for whatever's in there to get out.
Maybe we should wait, I guess. I mean, if you're feeling, real, like a real deep gut feeling about it, you should probably trust it.
Yeah, more practicality of if there's supplies in these other rooms, we should get them before we go into this.
That's fair.
And answers.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, making a loop makes kind of sense instead of going through here. So that one, I guess. And she'll point down the hall to the room that's at the end of the hallway.
Sounds like a plan.
Gonna do a similar, not leaving a trap, but leaving the arm propped up against the door so that if the door opens and then closes, the arm will hopefully be on the floor and let us know that something has
Yeah.
left or entered that door.
Hmm.
Idea.
Very smart of you.
We'll see.
Hmm.
That was a good move though, Rosie. It seems like the audio kind of put that room back to what it was before it noticed us.
That's what I'm hoping. I don't rightly know, but it seemed to calm that was it Bill down. Maybe at least the ones in here, it'll do that for.
Hmm. This is kind of fascinating. Zombies that are like conditioned to react to sounds in a specific way. It kind of makes you wonder how much intelligence they retain after they become zombies.
Hey, doctor, that's all really fascinating, but remember the ethics of it.
I'm
Not-
just pointing out.
Well, I just want to keep you right in reality that these people were definitely tortured.
We have to wonder how if they are even in fact still people.
No, I mean they were turned into shamblers. They were not. They were people unwillingly turned into shamblers by these other people.
But you have to also think these tests they're doing could also verify how much sentience they retain after becoming infected. I mean, for all we know, these experiments could be unconscionable if they are still sentient.
Or it
But
could
this
just
is
be
the only way
raw
for us to
power of
learn.
music.
What was that?
Or it could just be the raw power of music, man.
It could be the raw power of music, as Ash puts it.
Yeah.
All I'm pointing out is if the infected still have a level of intelligence, we need to find out. Well, not we. We don't need to find out. Not us. We're not doing these experiments.
That's right. That's right.
But they're trying to find out how much intelligence they retain, which is really interesting. Because if they're as smart as, say, a dog or a dolphin, they could, in theory, be domesticated.
I
On
don't
the
like
other
the
hand,
sound of that.
they could be just as smart as you or me, which has a
Oh.
whole different load of implications.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, good points, Doctor. But again, I don't personally feel like we should be testing these
Oh,
theories.
no,
Unless
not
we're here.
us. Not
Yeah,
us.
No,
No,
you,
all
no.
you
right.
just want to potentially talk
Uh-huh.
to the people that have.
Yeah.
If they happen to be here, I mean,
yeah.
If they
Let's-
happen to be here, they're gonna turn us into shamblers unless we kill them real quickly.
Right. Let's keep that let's just keep that in mind that not us. Let's
yeah,
just
Not us.
keep a
Yeah.
positive mindset about
Not
this.
us and not them. What's
Yeah.
done is done. Let's read their research notes, maybe.
Exactly.
They don't
Yes,
get to continue this.
let us
Yes.
indeed read the research notes. 100, absolutely.
All right. Good.
Right.
Do you approach the third door?
See,
But like battle ready. We're not just
Battle
swinging
ready.
it. Yeah, like we're not just like swinging it open and like yeah.
That's
We're
right.
on alert. We
I'll
don't have
kick
our
it.
s-
backs.
I can kick it open if I need to. If it's locked, I'll kick it.
If
is
it's
there a
locked, I'll
sign for
kick
this
it.
third door to let us know what room it is?
This one has a slight sign. And you can tell that it used to be a maintenance room.
Okay.
But there's like a slight slick fluid on the door that's dark
Gross.
and old.
Gross.
And similar to the first two doors, you're familiar with this doorknob now. It seems they never worried about anybody getting in. They're worried about something getting out.
Oh wow.
You hear
should
no
go-
sounds coming from it. Go ahead, Ash.
Oh, Ash will go past the door as the group's kind of like congregating near and make space on the far side.
As you pass to that door, you see the other end of the hallway. You see a door to the left of a set of stairs that goes up. And you know from the outside of this tower, chances are you've got whatever that one room is and whatever's upstairs, and those are probably the last two rooms on that camera. Or what was cameras. Were.
So do we want to take this door or take the stairs?
We might as well make sure there's nothing we might miss in this one. If we're not hearing any rattling around or anything, yeah, let's go ahead and head into here, but be mindful, I guess.
I'm starting to regret everything I ever said.
Well, if the room we just left with the noise, I agree that we can probably loop back to one room, but if we're not clearing everything out, we don't hear anything that sounds dangerous from where we're at, we might as well get whatever's in here.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm outvoted, I'm outvoted, but
No, there could be
Yeah.
supplies in there that we could bring back.
What's that fluid on the wall?
Good question.
What is it? What does it look like, GM?
It looks very dark. It
crap.
looks. How about you roll me a medicine or survival?
All right. I'm going to go with survival. No.
Did you mess
Mhm.
up? Did you roll a 1?
Yeah, I did. I rolled a 1 on my stress die and no successes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Everything's bad.
You look. And you know what it is. Because you've seen it before. The room gets dark as you seem to hone in on this dark color. And you're in a different place once more. You are. It is happening again, and you feel it, and you don't want it to happen. Because you haven't thought about this for a long time. You were supposed to meet your family, but instead you're here. Your neighbor. He's coming closer.
Mhm.
And something is very wrong. Something in the way he's moving, the paleness of his skin. There's no smile, but he's looking at you, and a shiver runs down your spine because he just looks so hungry. Charlie. And both of his hands thrust towards you.
I start running as fast as I can towards the nearest building where I can lock myself into, which I think is our tool shed.
And he's hot on your heels. You feel a strange, well, not feel, you smell this strange smell as his hand flashes by you. And for a moment, his hands flick through your hair. And you hear something, and you glance back, and it seems like some of his skin might have come off. What is that color that's on the side of your shirt? It's so dark. It's gross. It's something deeper than blood. And he's still chasing you, and he's still making that odd noise where it's like his lungs are struggling for air, but his chest isn't moving. You make it to the tool shed.
He's gained on me so quickly. I don't think I have time to close the door, and I grab the nearest thing, which I believe is an axe, and I just turn around out of full desperation and just start hitting him, and I keep hitting him until something sticks, and then I hit him for longer.
And in all of this, he's still coming closer to you, clawing towards you. That odd, desolate sound. And you catch his eyes. He doesn't even look like he recognizes you. Just so hungry. And then he stops moving.
No. No, I got. No. No, I'm so sorry. Oh no, I'll go get help. I'll go get help right now. And she stumbles back and she runs to her beat up old truck. And she speeds away as fast as she can away from that.
And the world comes back. And you know that this must have come from a shambler, this mark. Because you've seen plenty of it before. Add a stress die to your pool.
Wonderful. Oh, this is where we get to it. Oh, I know what happens. You start rolling a 1 on your stress, and then you just keep rolling 1.
What was Charlie like for us out here?
What was Charlie like for them out there?
Charlie is a very put together person, matter of fact. And she's typically, if she's dealing with stuff in her head, it's pretty private. Like, she's very good at it. And she's never really shown fear. I think for a moment she looks her age, like a young adult who's way out of her depth. Like, for just a moment, just very young instead of how she's been handling everything.
And just for the record, how old is Charlie?
She's in her early 20s. I think she's 21 or 22.
Oh gosh.
You all right there, Charlie? You don't. You seem kind of stuck to the floor.
Yeah. Sorry about that. That I don't know what got into me. Let's what that stuff is. There's definitely a shambler in there.
So you're saying this is some kind of
Tentacle.
discharge from the infected?
Yes. It's like their
Hmm.
version of blood or bodily fluid, like your skin can turn into that sometimes.
Gross.
It's very gross.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds
Well,
gross.
Sentiment still sort of stands, I guess.
Yeah.
Still probably head in.
Yeah.
Charlie, do you want to go last, maybe?
No,
Try-
no.
You sure?
I'm sure that I'm very good with what I have.
All right. If not, we can. I'm sure the doctor over there has some kind of clever way to open up a door.
It
Doesn't
might
use
just
much
be
strength.
unlocked.
Like besides using the handle.
Well, we hadn't tried that yet. Look, listen, has it been that easy so far? I guess.
Is it a push door or a pull door? We have to figure that out first.
Or Desmond will reach out and just see if doors unlock, like twist the handle.
There you go.
The door is unlocked.
You
Oh, well, there we go.
it'll just like
Wonderful.
it'll open it like half an inch. Like,
Desmond, you're good
is
at
it barricaded at all, or does it just open fine?
It just opens. And as you
It
open, you
it's open like a little bit just
Oh,
to see
just
if
a
it
little
would
bit?
open.
Okay. Yep.
And it just looks at everyone else like it's unlocked.
All right.
All right. We're not getting outright attacked right this moment, so that's a good sign.
Yeah. Wanna?
Ash
Is
steps
it
back and
is
puts
it
his flannel on.
is it dark in there? Can I see from the tiny little crack I opened, or
You can see that there are fluorescent lights within.
who would like to go first?
Me, I guess. And she'll come to the other side of the doctor as he's like open the door this much. And she'll ready her machete, which I don't know how to say that without making it right.
Ready, machete?
Ready the machete.
And she'll she'll take the bottom of her foot and kind of tap the door for like Desmond to kind of pull it open. All right.
All
Wanna-
right.
Okay. I'll count to 3, I guess. 1, 2, 3, and she does it really quick. Just
And to remind me
Yourself.
where everyone is.
No.
Oh no.
What if we don't?
Sylvia will be right on the right of the door, about to go in, and depending on how far Desmond opens, like that'll be where he is.
Yeah,
Okay.
Charlie
Yeah.
would be close behind for backup because the only way I can help is at close range.
And Ash is like a couple feet down the hall just to make sure there was room for everybody. So he went past the door and is watching.
Okay. You open the door and you see these fluorescent lights. For a maintenance room, very well lit. And unlike, it's cold. Usually in rooms like this, you feel the warmth of like the machinery of the processors. They've just stuck all of the computer related things in here as well. On one wall, many refrigerators, each labeled with a huge set of numbers. On one wall, you see a whole bunch of tools. surgical in nature. And in the center of the room, you see a few steel tables. Scattered between them are metal trays, some still holding dried remnants of tissue. On one table, similar to the very first room, lay a form. It's not moving.
I believe we might be in the dissection chamber.
What makes you think that?
Well, the surgical tools on the wall there kind of gave me a little bit of a
Mhm.
hint.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
was being a little sarcastic. That was an
Oh,
attempted joke in this trying time.
sorry. No, that's I didn't catch that. That's
No,
on
you're
me.
good.
You also see
Wonderful.
a desk in the corner, like a standard desk that you'd see in an office anywhere, where there appears to be many notes.
Wonderful. Sylvie Rose is going to approach the figure that's on the table and make sure to kind of approach it from, like, if its head is on one side, she's going to go as far over as she can just to make sure. And she still has that low humming playing as well, but she figures that they need to make sure that this thing is not going to be a problem, so to speak. So she's going to approach that figure that's on that first table.
He's very still. You assume this to be a man. Perhaps a female at first, with the long hair that slightly hangs over the edge of the table. But it's very clear that it's very masculine in nature. A ratty old t-shirt. Many bracelets on their wrist. And unlike most undead, it seems that they have a little bit more flesh to them. But they're unmoving, eyes sunken in, dazedly looking at the ceiling. It seems the sound is working.
Y'all see this?
Ash is chilling in the doorway. Make sure it doesn't close on us.
Ash, do you look inside the room?
Yeah.
So-
Hall check.
It's a
Stair
little
check.
tricky. Just
Room
do the little
check.
trick. Yeah, with the screwdriver, just put the
You
in
look,
the door again. Mhm.
and that hair, that long, red hair. Ash! Ash! We gotta run, man! There are screams
stay on me.
There's screams all around you. You hear hisses of something in the air, and things are grabbing at everyone, and he's right behind you, Ash.
Just stay on me, all right? Just stay on me. Just stay close, man, okay? We're gonna move as fast as we can, as well as we can.
All right? Right. Ash! Ash, they're getting closer. They're getting closer, man. This is... Gosh, dang it, hold. Should have told my mom.
No,
Oh.
don't worry. Just stay with me. Just keep up, man. Keep up. A little faster. Can you pick up your pace? Come on.
I have asthma! I can't.
I know. Whatever you can do, all right? Just, and as Ash is gaining distance, he's looking back a little bit less and a little bit less.
Wait, the roof. Come on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. Whatever you can make it to. Let's get up there, all right?
Let's go, man. We've got this. And he climbs ahead of you. And the ladder beneath you rusts. And he shoots a hand out.
Reach right out for it.
He grabs you and pulls you up.
Keep breathing.
What's going on, man?
Doesn't matter right now. It doesn't matter. Little breaths. Yeah, and then get to those bigger ones. You just make it from one breath to the next. And when we have time for a big breath, we'll figure the rest of this out, all right?
And you look out in the world. The festival, so full of life, is now a symphony of death. You see blood. You hear the screams. But suddenly, it all grows so quiet. Ash?
Yeah, man.
This isn't how it happened, is it?
Oh, man. Wish it was.
You look down to the broken ladder, and you see Sam down there. Ash! He's holding up his hand, reaching for you.
As Ash considers and then scatters up on his own. Pausing halfway up and then just slowly tapping his head on the rung, trying to quiet out all the noise, trying to quiet out his friend below him.
Yeah. I guess You hear screams. I guess you owe me that for your skateboard, man.
And he's just stuck in the middle, death gripping and tapping.
My mom, Ash. My mom. Ah! And you hear his scream. And if you chance to look down, you see the form of him running as fast as he can towards the throng of hungry things. And the room fades. And you see a familiar Creed t-shirt. Bright red hair with slivers of something in it. with this undead strapped to a table. You finally found out what happened to your friend. Add a stress die to your pool.
Yo. And he steps inside the room and is not thinking about the door. And runs over. Are they was hey, Sam? Can you hear me, man? Can you hear me?
There's no response.
I think this is keeping him chill, like, because we can see his eyes looking at the ceiling, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, do his eyes look at Ash at all? Like, does he recognize him in any way?
Similar to the man you found in the chamber. As you look closer, he is docile. But you see at the very top, at the ceiling, a mirror. And he's focused on that.
Hmm.
I mean, we know he knows himself, at least.
That is something.
I'm gonna give you a second, Ash, while we kind of look around the room. And Sylvie Rose will kind of pat Ash's shoulder as she steps towards the desk to start like looking through the desk and letting Ash kind of have a minute with his friend that he just found.
I'm gonna keep an eye on Ash and the Shambler because if anything changes, I just want to make sure that there's backup involved.
I kind of want to look around and see if there's any kind of maybe surgery notes or anything like that, or any doctor's notes, like some kind of research documentation.
So are you heading to the desk?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If the doctor does that and Sylvie sees the doctor head over to the desk, is the refrigerator open? Like,
There's no locks on them.
Okay, and is it still whatever is in it? Is it still like? Is it running? Is it cold?
It is still running.
I'm gonna open the fridge and see what's in that. And I have a feeling whatever that is, somebody else shouldn't have it.
So I'm sorry, you opened it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna look in the fridge.
All right. As you look in a fridge, you see a morgue. Parts of both what was once the living and now the undead. Things that, as in, it looks like both have been meticulously taken apart.
She'll look for anything that's not body remnants, like medicine or any kind of refrigerated sort of tool, I guess, that they might need. I'm leaving the bits of bodies in there.
You see that there are some chemicals in there. It looks like some were meant to help dissolve things.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they had some morphine.
Okay. I'll definitely take the morphine. If there is a safe way for me to take, I guess some of the chemicals, I will try and do that as well. But if they're just like hanging out in like a bowl or something, I'm not.
They're sealed. They
Okay.
are in bowls, but they are also sealed in those bowls,
Okay. Um,
like
I'll
Tupperware.
take I'll take the chemicals that are safe to take, morphine, and then is the morphine in like the medical like glass bottles, or is it like geared up in like a syringe or some other kind of applicator?
It's a bit of both. You see that some are stored in bottles. It looks like they were running low.
Okay. Well, they're going to
And
be empty because I'm going to take it all.
as you're doing that, you see along the edges of the fridge just notes like, don't use on experiment 723. Don't use on experiment 149. Waste of resources.
Okay. Interesting. She'll read the bottle again and make sure it just says like 100% morphine, not like morphine 2.2. You know what I mean?
It is morphine.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Yeah, she'll clock that information as well before kind of closing the fridge up and heading back towards the desk.
Dr. Desmond,
Yes.
as you are looking through, you see documents where this was clearly where autopsies were performed on infected subjects. They were attempting to understand the biological and neurological changes caused by the zombie virus. They were focusing on the brain and the nervous system. Some notes indicate that they successfully mutated a few in certain subjects. And it appears at the very bottom, move Sam to the reanimation chamber.
Animation chamber.
You also attempt to like pull a drawer out. One drawer is locked.
Are these physical papers I'm reading this on, or is this like a file?
Physical
Like a-
papers you're reading this
uh,
on. It's
yeah.
any kind of papers they could get a hold of.
Got you.
Is Desmond muttering this out loud? Like
Oh yeah, exactly as he's reading, 100%.
as he mutters the reanimation center out loud, Sylvie Rose will show up. She'll pop up. What did you just say, Desmond?
Oh, they apparently have some kind of reanimation chamber.
Interesting. Okay. And they wanted to do what?
I
With
am
who?
Sam was the name. I'm writing that down.
All
I
right.
wonder if that's the name of our friend on the thing there.
There was something when you called the name Ash. But something about Dr. Desmond calling the name finally makes him make a sound. And he turns his head, starts moving slightly against the restraints, eyes on Dr. Desmond. Mouth clacking open and shut.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
Is this something that just Ash would notice, I'm guessing?
Well, I think Charlie's looking too.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry.
Oh, I don't like that one bit. What are you doing?
So I'm here.
Ash will cross the wall that has the medical instruments and grab what's most akin to a knife that you can use as a knife. And return over towards Sam, placing himself over by the head and kneeling down low, and just has his arms out on the outer edges of the table. And partially due to the nature of it, and probably also due to a little bit of them having just talked about what the others were hearing in those recordings, he just sits with a moment and he just goes, "Your name is Sam? You loved skating, and you always worked so hard to be able to grind down rails, and your balance sucked for how much you spent on that board, for how much time you were on it. And you loved Creed. I know you tried to pass off that you couldn't, but I know you did. You were always there for me, man. I let you down last time, but I'm not leaving you again." And he'll try and quick and cleanly just press and then try and push this through to send his friend along.
His face turned towards you. It's still blank. But even as the knife approaches, it's looking at you. Ash. And the knife finally puts your friend to rest.
He waits for the last bit to relieve from Sam, and then is going to glance up towards the mirror that he was looking at. Does it look like a two-way mirror? By the shape, is this potentially the thing that is being observed by the observatory room?
It does, in fact, look a little suspect. It looks like, in fact, you can see from the crack on the side, something probably was looking in.
Among the bracelets, he'll grab one of the ones that is more of a tie-on as opposed to a slip and tie and set, and he'll untie quick and throw it around his own wrist. You guys remember the observatory thing that we saw a possibility of? I think that's up above us.
Do you think that's what the stairs lead to?
Probably one of the things, yeah.
Are you all right?
Y'all, if we find somebody named, what was it again, Desmond? Sam? We should probably keep an eye on him. Based off of this paperwork as she's pointing at the paperwork that Desmond has at the desk. They looked like they were taking him to somewhere, like a good something. So he might be like that other Bill, was it? From the other room. Sorry, it's easier for me to remember their names versus like 1, 2, 7, 9, 4, whatever.
Yeah, no, it looks like they were putting him through some kind of process called reanimation.
Yeah.
So that could be interesting if we stumble upon him.
Oh, no.
And like
I-
that music made that one very what?
Stop talking right now, just for a second.
Ash just has his hands under the head and is just staring down at him.
And because Ash isn't looking, I go, that's
Ah. And did Ash know Sam?
very clearly. Did you not hear Ash go, Sam, it's me, Ash, when we walked in the room?
I don't think I did.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Well, that is Sam. And apparently
Okay.
they were very, very, very close.
Oh.
This is
Should-
not good.
Sylvia will cross the room over to where Ash is, and she will place her hand on his shoulder again in a very like anti-comforting way, and she'll go, "Well, honey, it appears that your friend Sam here did his best. I know that sounds weird to say it like that, but it appears that whatever they were trying to do here might have offered these bittersweet a little bit of comfort. And he fought. He fought like hell, it seems like. I mean, we don't know exactly what's going on, but Sam did great.
Hmm.
And you did what you knew to do to keep him safe in this moment. Don't forget that." And she'll like squeeze on your shoulder again before kind of like stepping back because sorry, bud.
Thanks, Rosie.
I suppose at the very least you did get your closure to say goodbye, and that is always good.
And he saw
Do you,
a friendly face too.
mm, do
What else can we
you
ask for?
do you need a moment? Would you like us to step away for a little bit, or
Gently lets the head back to rest and no, I said my piece. I think we gotta move. The longer you stay still, out here, the more danger you put yourself in. We should move.
Can we yeah, let's try and get that drawer open first.
yeah?
Before we skedaddle out of here. Locked drawers usually mean something's in it.
Oh, that's easy. You just have to break the drawer. Gotta break the
Yeah.
lock.
Charlie.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Would you care to do the honors?
Yeah.
Can I break the
We
drawer?
like
Can I
push the
Force
you could
it.
push it over. Yeah.
Yeah. I
We
would
could
like
push the
to-
desk over and you could like try and kick the bottom that's usually a little bit softer.
Yeah.
Roll
Or if I could get-
force.
So many dice.
Yeah.
You got this.
What the heck? How on earth did I roll 9 dice right now and not a single one is a success?
Oh no!
Can I,
Are any of them the one though?
not the stress die.
Oh, okay.
Both those
good.
are 4s. Unless I push the roll. Charlie's
Oh.
upset. And also, Dr. Desmond is her PC anchor, and so doing something for him, she probably would push the roll.
All right,
Oh,
let's
gosh.
go. Let's
I think-
push.
I think she kicks and like it doesn't work, and her frustration is like, one more time. All right, here we go. Oh, I gotta add another. Hang on,
Yep,
God,
add
there we
another
go.
Another stress die.
Here we go. It's not gonna end well because now every time I have 3 stress die now, so there's a half chance that I will roll a 1.
Oh no.
I did. You guys,
No.
I rolled a 1 and no successes.
You try so hard to get this door. It's just so frustrating. You're frustrated. You've remembered happier times. You've remembered a worse time. And you're just so loud as you try to open this drawer. And suddenly, you hear noise, thundering from the room you left behind.
Great, we hate it.
You hear the stress of wood as the door down the hallway breaks.
Cool.
And you hear the familiar wailing, the lack of air, gnashing of teeth. As these walkers leave the second room.
Cool. All right. That doesn't seem to be great. We should probably skedaddle. Kind of make a mad dash towards those stairs. Yeah.
Damn it! Shouldn't we see what's in the drawer?
I've got more in me. I could do it. I
No,
swear.
it's okay. No, Charlie. You
If they already know they're here,
I promise I can do it. Please.
No,
We
it's
can-
okay.
All right.
But they are
try.
currently, if somebody looks out, they are currently looking around, like examining this arm that was left there.
Oh
Bad.
gosh.
Do we have an axe? I mean, we have a machete.
What?
But do we
Yeah,
have
I've
an
got-
axe?
Yeah, that's my thing.
Okay. Why don't you try hitting it with the axe instead of your foot?
Oh, the desk, not the. Okay, sorry.
Well,
I
I was
thought you
gonna
meant go
well, I was
1v2 these things.
I was gonna try and use the machete to like jimmy it in there, see if I can like pop it.
Yeah, I mean,
Go
like
ahead.
I could try and do like a survival or something and try and help with the machete.
I'll
Like
take a
between
glance
the two of
outside
us.
and attempt to get a count of how many
Yeah.
are coming our
Good
way.
idea.
Because we have a buffer of the.
And if they come our direction first, I guess.
We
Yeah,
also
you
have
can
a
say.
ton of people parts in here.
That's true. It will distract them.
If we just kind
Mm.
of yeet them out.
Yeah. Charlie, why, blah, 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 blah. While we're trying to get this open, you want to try and grab a couple of those pots out of the fridge there, the ones.
Yeah,
marked
as long as I
evil?
don't have to roll for it, I will absolutely do that.
Roll survival or force, Desmond.
Well, I will go survival. 1 success.
Hey.
Oh wait. So wait, hang on. If I rolled 1-1, does that hurt?
You don't have any
Okay.
stress dice yet.
No, not yet.
So no. It's only
Okay,
when
cool,
it
then.
rolls a 1 on your stress dice.
Okay, then 1 success.
And it's just enough that you crack this drawer open.
Got it.
It looks like a small file is within, as well as a picture.
Sylvia will reach in and not look at it at the moment, but she'll grab both of these and just shove them in her bag. We can look at them later when we're
Fair.
not in in peril.
Absolutely, I agree.
Let's grab a couple of other body parts, I guess, and
Material for the
you know.
road.
yeah, some
Is
distractions.
Is Charlie throwing body parts out the
Oh,
door?
absolutely. Absolutely, I am. Trying to keep up distracted.
All right, they are distracted. They are very much into these, not quite fresh meat, but it is meat. And they lean down and start to feast. There are about, Ash, you saw, there are about 6 of them out there.
Oh, yeesh.
Yeesh.
And are currently a level 3 threat. They know something is here, but they have not seen you. And they've got a meal now.
So we can make it upstairs without.
I think we might have
Tipping
to
off.
stealth.
You might have
Yeah.
to stealth.
Damn it.
I know I'm not great at
Oh, no.
I'll prop this door open in the hopes that what's left in here, if they start coming this way, might distract at least a couple and pull them away from the group.
Yeah.
And so we'll prop this door open so that maybe that group lessens as we head towards those stairs.
Okay. Let's roll stealth.
Alright.
Oh no.
In the marching order, I'll go last because I'm throwing things, and also half my dice in this roll are stress dice. So I'm afraid, and I don't want to get the group hurt if I fail.
3 successes, no failures.
Okay,
All right.
1 success, no fails.
Oh,
Two success, and then what is the range to the stress die again? I'm sorry. What is it like? A 1 is bad.
Oh,
one.
1. Yeah.
What is that? Everything
You're
else
just-
doesn't matter for
yeah.
Okay, I got a 6 in the stress die, so that's fine.
Yes.
And that counts as a success when you're stress die.
Yeah.
Does it's like 3?
Oh, really? So if you roll stress die and get to 6 on the stress die, that counts.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, stress dice
Like-
aren't all bad.
Extra
Yeah.
elevated. Okay.
Okay. Well, I got 0 successes, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna push.
Oh. Let's go.
Let's go. Add it to your pool for this roll.
Oh yeah.
Still 0 successes, but no failure on the stress die.
Hey, that's good.
Do
Am
you
I
want to push
allowed
again?
to keep pushing?
You can.
All right, so I'll push again.
Oh, wow.
So I got a 6 on one of my dice, but I also got a 1 on one of my stress.
Oh, so you're gonna succeed, but you're also gonna mess up.
You're gonna mess it up. Oh no.
So, you all sneak. And it's very easy for you, Ash. You want to be away from that room.
Oh, yeah.
And you go, and y'all were heading towards the stairs, correct?
Mhm.
So, you go, and you open that door, and you're kind of heralding them. You're like, Sylvie Rose, you also successfully sneak with some success. Charlie, you notice that you were supposed to be picking up the rear. But Dr. Desmond has stopped in the doorway, looking back at Sam on the table. Baby?
Where, it's okay. It's okay.
It's gonna, yeah,
You're
it's
right,
gonna
you're
be
right.
okay.
Are you hurt? You hurt anywhere? Are you good?
I'm so sorry.
No. It's all right. It's all right. Look. It's probably whatever it is. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get it patched up. Everything's gonna be good.
I'm so sorry, but it's not. You've
Hey,
seen
just-
how
just-
this works.
Just let me look at it. Just let me look at it.
And she shows you her wrist. A bite mark clear as day.
All right. We can try amputating.
We don't have the time, and you know it. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
And she raises her shirt, and you see bite marks on her hip as well.
Oh, jeez.
It's not gonna work. Baby,
It's all
baby,
right.
look at me, look at me. You can't stay here. You've got to go. They're leaving to Achter.
We can't stay here. I'm not leaving you behind.
Yes, you are. You gotta live for the both of us. You've gotta go out there, and you've gotta get lost in your silly little schematics, and you're gonna make something stronger that these things can't break through. 'Cause you're smart enough to do that, okay, baby?
I cannot
Yes,
do this
you
without
can.
you.
Yes,
You know I can't.
can. Yes, you can. You're going to have to. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna need you to be so strong for me.
I'll
I don't want to turn. I don't want to turn.
No, I don't want that for you. Look, it's okay. It's okay. Let's just go. Let's go to Achter together. Maybe they have someone there who can find a cure or something. Or if anyone can find a cure, it'd be you. You're so brilliant. You know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing. And that means I know I have to let you go. You don't even gotta look, honey. Just close your eyes. And she puts, so delicately, a gun in your hand. I'd do it myself, but I can't feel my hands anymore.
His hand gripping the pistol, shaking violently. He just leans in, kisses her on the forehead. I will always love you.
You better keep me waiting. Just this once.
He'll stand up and just cock the pistol, point it downward, and just... I'm not strong enough for this. I'm sorry.
Hey, baby. We're strong enough together. And her face is full of pain as she uses every bit of her strength to raise her hand and settle it atop of yours in the gun. Just 1, 2.
And before she can say 3, he just pulls the trigger.
And as you pull and you see her head fall back, you slam your hand on the door. And the walkers pause in their feast to look straight at you. And they begin to run.
Desmond is completely zoned out. Like face completely white, looking at the floor.
I think we said Ash was like ferrying people out of the door.
No, you were at the
The stairs.
stair door.
We had all reached the stairs.
Good enough. Cool.
What is this building made out of?
Interesting
What-
thoughts.
Is this like a
Like-
metal building? What is this?
Gravity.
You do see metal. The walls look like a standard wall, but you know that some parts are metal that you've seen.
Concrete, wood. What am I?
It's
working with
it's
here?
wood. You're working with wood.
Okay, I'm working with wood. How many? Do you know how many bullets I have in my pistol?
As
Okay,
long as you make sure to like seek out things and you don't mess up, you have the bullets. At least in my interpretation.
Okay,
Hollywood rules.
so fantastic. As would it be fair to say that I have probably at least 6 bullets with me?
I would say yeah. I think you
Okay.
probably have a few rounds with you.
Okay, okay. Is the noise that Desmond made? I'm all questions today, everybody.
It's
when
okay.
Desmond went boom.
Informed decision. It's good. It's good.
Is that as loud as a gunshot, basically? Like the way it echoes and.
It
But
was
I mean, gunshot's loud, but
it was
I'm reading.
loud, but because the door is not quite like it's a strong, sturdy door, but just like the walkers broke out of that room, it's like not military grade strength.
Okay, okay. Rosie's gonna pull out her pistol because I think I'm the only one of us 3 that has one. And she's gonna look at the other 2 as we're by the door, and she's gonna go, "Y'all mind if I make some noise? We're pretty sure the observation deck upstairs is it. Unless you guys have some other options, this might be a
If you're
quick.
confident with it.
Well, I mean, wouldn't be the first time I shot something. Been hunting my whole life. Real good with my wits and survival.
Someone's got to get Dr. Desmond. He's completely zoned out down there.
Yeah. I mean,
Rosie, if you got the ones behind us, and if I can go for the doctor, and then Charlie, if anything comes from this way, I guess.
keep.
Alright.
Yep.
Okay.
I am. All right. I just wanted to check before I made a bunch of noise. Ash, Green, I guess. Holler something if you need some backup, but I'll be right there. And Sylvie will go ahead and like start loading her gun and start going back towards the bittersweet. I'll go ahead and try and fire on the first one that is coming closest to Desmond.
All right. Roll range. Oh, wait. We are not talking to people. This is a level 3. So you are going to... Nope, you're away, so you are still ranged. Okay.
Nice.
If
All right,
I got
you-
closer, what else would I roll?
If you got closer, you would roll 3 things, because technically it's against 6. So you could roll...
Ugh.
Yeah, so that's like, it's okay if you're still ranged, but you'd be rolling, I had it pulled up, my brain. You could roll endure, force, mobility, range combat, or stealth. Oh, okay, so it's still the same. So, but right now, since you're far away, you're rolling
Okay.
ranged.
Okay. How close would I have to get to be able to roll a stealth without putting myself in danger?
You would have to get near Dr. Desmond.
If I got closer and rolled a stealth, I'd be rolling with 2 more die. But I'm about survival, baby. So we're gonna stay where I'm at and just roll my. Let's see, that will be 1 success, and let me roll my. I got a 5 on my stress die. So that's 1 success for a ranged combat.
You watch as a undead reaches for Desmond. And it's the very last thing it does. Just, you get it. It falls. But another takes its place. Desmond, that shot, it's like you hear something else screaming in your ear. You've got to live for the both of us.
And I'm guessing that would snap me out of this.
Snaps you out of it. And you are engaging with now 5 zombies coming your way.
He just looks up. It's like, oh, geez, how did we get here? He will pull out his own hand. I assume they're approaching me, and they're fairly close.
Yeah, they're coming. So you can roll Endure, Force, Mobility, Ranged Combat, or Stealth.
As you guys are firing, Ash is gonna get behind the 2 of you to get a hand on the back waistband of your pants, and is gonna be slowly directing you back and talking you through step and making sure that you're moving in tandem. And then when we get to the stairs of step up, up, up. So he's just directing and keeping you guys together.
And
Is the plan.
I'm going to roll Endure.
All right. Cool.
Those 2 stress staff really, they don't go away, right?
Nope, not until y'all have a moment to calm each other down.
Okay.
Honestly,
Oh,
if we killed these other 5, we could take a moment to de-stress.
So I actually got 2 successes, and they were both from the stress die.
Yeah.
All right.
Super
So
Saiyan mode. Sorry.
So describe how you get through. You can either be killing them or you can get away.
Oh, absolutely. He, like I said, he pulled out the gun, so he's probably being pulled back by Eddie's as he's going backwards, just firing as many times as he can. He's freaking out a little bit, so he's probably not conserving bullets the way he should be. He's just kind of shooting wildly.
Can I try and get one more shot in before we reach the end of the hall again?
In a
That's up
moment,
to you.
because as he is running, one manages to leap at him. It gets on top of you, Desmond, and your head is hammered against the wall. You are now bruised. But you still get away. This pain does not stop you.
Okay. So when this thing gets on top of me,
You just keep going. You get away. It gets on you as you're running by. You've successfully shoved by, but one of this group just kind of leapt at you, and you went, ugh, and then just kind of knocked it off and kept going. Sylvie, you want to take that one last shot?
Yeah. I'll do the ranged combat, unless I'm. No, I didn't get close enough to do stealth. Can I actually do endure? You said that was what I could do. Endure.
If you were closer.
Boo! Never mind. Okay, ranged. Ranged.
You got this. I believe in you.
2 out of the 3 were a success, and then I rolled a 5 on my stress die.
You managed to take out even more of this small herd.
Okay.
And as you both go in... What? Were you raising your hand?
No, I was saying, how many do I take out? There's 5
2.
left. 2.
You've taken out 2.
Okay. This feels important to know how many of them.
It's a very important thing to know.
Yeah.
And as you go
That is
up...
a fair question. When I was shooting wildly, did any of them actually die? Wasting my...
It's... They... Well, you were... Oh, I thought you're doing endure?
I did do endure.
I took that as you weren't attacking, you were trying to survive them coming towards you. I thought you were using that to distract. Oh.
Yeah, no,
Then yes.
I was shooting as I was backing away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yes,
I
I will
I
say
was stressed out and just kind of shooting like without
Okay.
really aiming. So if I didn't take any out,
you
that's
hit
fine.
you hit them, but you did not take them out.
That's fair.
Yeah. Sylvie, as you begin to go up the stairs,
Mhm.
you hear in your ear, "So," and you hear the familiar scraping as someone's shaving their face. "You'll save them. But you didn't want to come back for us." Always the survivor.
It's not what happened, and you know it.
Yes,
know
it
me better
is.
No.
You changed your mind too late, Sylvie Rose. You came too late. Is it everything you hoped it'd be? Like your new family?
What is? You know that's not what happened, and that last one was definitely out loud as they were walking up the stairs.
So glad. We're so glad you survived. Did you at least bury us, though? When you came back?
Sylvie is on the stairs and has taken a step back. So if anybody is directly like right behind her, like super close, she will bump into you.
That would be Desmond.
Yes, that might be behind her.
In that moment, she'll. Sorry, Doctor. A little echoey in here, don't you think? Sorry.
No, it's fine. Are you feeling woozy, off balance? Do you need water?
I'm good for now. I think maybe I don't know, lack of sunlight or something. We'll figure it out later. You all good? Did you get any scratched up or hurt, or I as she's like changing the subject, she's like stepping back up the stairs. Like, pivot.
Uh, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. I apologize. I didn't mean to alert them or freeze up like that.
Us. Not anything you did, really. I mean,
It kind of was as a direct result of something I did.
yeah, but lots of variables we can't control in there. We can't control the weather, gravity, anything. You stepping on a twig, not necessarily your fault. Something falling that you don't touch, not necessarily your fault. Things happen before us, and they'll happen after us, I guess.
Thank you.
What?
I'll try to keep a better handle on myself going forward.
About surviving. That's the goal. Just survive.
About surviving. That's the goal. Let's see how long you can keep it up. My beautiful Sylvie Rose. And as you climb, you all do, in fact, make it up to the observation deck, as y'all have guessed. And you see that it's not quite everything you might have thought it would be. It appears rather desolate, really. That blue blinking light in the center of the room. And you hear a familiar broadcast.
Please come. We have supplies. We have food. Please come to the Achter radio tower. Please come. We can help. We can save you.
And the camera fades to black.